The digital landscape of Philippines expat content creation has been marked by numerous personalities who have risen to prominence through controversial commentary and unfiltered perspectives on cross-cultural living. Among these figures, Andy Omar Vargas stands as a particularly complex case. Once dubbed the biggest troll in the Philippines YouTube expat community, a content creator whose apparent withdrawal from active online engagement has left both supporters and critics speculating about his current circumstances and possible future in the digital sphere.
How you guys doing today? This is Andy Omar.
Andy Omar built his reputation as a YouTuber and content creator based in the Philippines who gained attention for his commentary on Filipino culture, relationships, and societal issues, particularly regarding foreign men dating Filipinas. But his initial rise to prominence began as a focused campaign against Rique Valles from the channel Life Beyond the Sea, which served as the launching pad that gained significant traction for his channel. His approach to content creation was characterized by directness and controversial takes that often polarized audiences. His content has been both praised and criticized, depending on the topics he covers, as he sometimes addresses sensitive issues with bluntness or humor that can be quite polarizing. What distinguished Omar from other expat content creators was his willingness to critique not just local customs and social dynamics, but also fellow expatriates themselves. Omar positioned himself as someone who challenged what he saw as exploitative behavior within the expat community, questioning grown men begging for their coffee funds, bikini funds, pimping out impoverished women, while contributing little to Filipino communities. This approach earned him both dedicated followers who appreciated his uncompromising stance and fierce detractors who viewed his commentary as hypercritical or inflammatory. This pattern of digital withdrawal was not unprecedented for Omar. In 2021, he had a notable encounter with another one of his online adversaries, Tim K, at the American Embassy in Manila, after which he literally fled the scene. Following this incident, Omar disappeared from the online world entirely, only resurfacing later when the controversy had subsided and public attention had moved elsewhere.
Keyboard warrior, yeah you are. When you were confronted in person, this is what happened. You ran away like a little child. Here's little Andy Omar walking away from me. There he is. Short, squatty guy.
Originally from El Salvador, Omar is an American citizen who moved to the Philippines as a master's student whilst working online to support his endeavors. His background includes military service in the U.S. Army, which may have influenced his direct communication style and disciplined approach. Reports suggest he lived in a modest townhouse in Angeles City and often filmed his content from a second-hand vehicle, though he had been working on constructing a studio for streaming. Aside from all this, he is said to be divorced to a Filipina and has a son. The phenomenon of sudden disappearances in the Philippines expat YouTube community is not entirely unprecedented, but Omar's case presents particular intrigue given his previously consistent output and engaged audience. His digital silence represents a significant shift from an active content creation schedule that included regular uploads, live streams, and social media engagement. Several factors within the broader context of expat content creation in the Philippines may contribute to such withdrawals. The emotional toll of maintaining controversial positions, dealing with constant criticism, and navigating the complexities of cross-cultural commentary can create unsustainable pressure for content creators. Additionally, the personal challenges that often accompany expatriate life, including relationship difficulties, financial pressures, visa complications, and health issues, can compound to create situations where maintaining a public presence becomes untenable. From an analytical perspective, Omar's situation exemplifies several broader patterns observed in digital content creation: burnout and mental health considerations. The constant pressure to produce engaging, often controversial content while managing public criticism can lead to creator burnout. This is particularly acute for personalities who build their brand around confrontational or polarizing content, as the psychological toll of maintaining such positions can become overwhelming. Legal and administrative complications. Content creators who frequently critique local systems, relationships, and social dynamics may face increased scrutiny from authorities or community members. While speculation about legal troubles remains unverified in Omar's case, such considerations represent real risks for expatriate content creators operating in foreign jurisdictions. Economic sustainability challenges. The financial realities of content creation, particularly for creators operating in developing economies while targeting primarily Western audiences, can create unsustainable economic pressures. The need to consistently produce engaging content while managing living expenses and potential emergency situations can force difficult decisions about continued online presence. Personal relationship dynamics. Given Omar's focus on relationship commentary, personal relationship changes or complications could significantly impact both his content direction and his motivation to continue public engagement. Additionally, observers have suggested that Andy became so obsessed with content creation that he failed to understand the real dynamics behind serving a niche audience, potentially leading to unsustainable content practices that prioritize controversy over authentic community engagement. The response to Omar's absence within the expat community has been mixed, reflecting the polarized nature of his original content. Some former critics express relief at his departure from the digital space, while others, regardless of their agreement with his positions, express genuine concern for his well-being. This dichotomy reflects the complex relationship between controversial content creators and their audiences. Omar's legacy includes his advocacy for directing financial support toward legitimate charitable organizations like local Rotary clubs, rather than supporting what he viewed as exploitative content creators. This position, while controversial in its delivery, reflected a genuine concern for addressing poverty and social issues in the Philippines through established charitable channels. The Andy Omar case represents a microcosm of broader challenges facing digital content creators operating across cultural boundaries in developing nations. His disappearance from the digital sphere likely results from a confluence of factors rather than any single cause, a combination of personal challenges, professional burnout, and the inherent unsustainability of maintaining controversial positions in a highly scrutinized public forum. From a sociological perspective, Omar's trajectory illustrates the tension between authentic cultural commentary and the entertainment demands of digital platforms. His apparent withdrawal may represent a recognition that the personal costs of maintaining such a public position had exceeded the benefits, whether measured in terms of income, personal satisfaction, or community impact. The broader lesson from this case extends beyond individual circumstances to highlight the need for better support systems for expatriate content creators, more sustainable approaches to cross-cultural commentary, and greater awareness of the mental health challenges facing those who build their livelihood around controversial public personas. Whether Andy Omar will return to content creation, rebrand under a different identity, or permanently withdraw from public engagement remains unknown. However, his case serves as a valuable study in the volatility of digital fame, the challenges of expatriate life, and the complex dynamics that govern cross-cultural content creation in the modern digital landscape. His legacy, regardless of his future decisions, remains as both a cautionary tale and an example of the authentic, if sometimes uncomfortable conversations that characterize genuine cultural commentary in the age of social media. What do you think happened to Andy Omar? His sudden disappearance has left expat communities and online followers speculating about his whereabouts. Was it burnout, legal trouble, or a personal decision to step away from the spotlight? Drop your thoughts in the comments, share your theories, insights, or any updates you may have. Let's piece together the mystery of Andy Omar, probably the Philippines' YouTube expat community biggest mic drop moment.